All right, so our last slide, slide 8. We've completed all of these others. Whoops. There we go. Slide 8. If 5 grams of aluminum chloride is combined with 5 grams of silver nitrate, how many grams of silver chloride are produced? Okay, there's always a test question that's very similar to this. And what this is a limiting reagent question. It's very hidden. So you have to do basically everything we've learned in this chapter for this problem. So 5 grams of aluminum chloride. So we have to be able to convert that into a formula. Aluminum chloride is combined with 5 grams of silver nitrate. Now notice I'm not writing any masses, just writing the formulas. And then it wants to know how many grams of silver chloride are produced. So we have to know that this is going to be a double replacement reaction. We have 2 ionic compounds. The silver and the aluminum are going to swap places. And so over here I'm going to write silver chloride, AgCl, plus aluminum nitrate, AlNO3. All right, so we know next thing we have to do is balance everything. Silver's a +1, chlorine's a -1. Those crisscross, they stayed the way they are. Aluminum's +3, nitrate's -1. When we crisscross those, that 3 will go to the outside here. Okay, so when we have 1 aluminum chloride, we're going to produce 3 chlorides. So I'm going to put a 3 in front of the silver chloride. That means I need 3 silvers in the product side. So that means I had to have 3 silvers at the beginning, which generates 3 nitrates. But that's okay, because we have a 3 nitrates connected to our aluminum. So there's our balanced reaction. Now the next thing we have to do is figure out how many grams of product we're going to make based on the aluminum chloride, then how many grams we're going to make based on the silver nitrate. Remember, whichever one of those is the smallest will be our final answer. So I'm going to start with the aluminum chloride. So I have 5 grams of the aluminum chloride, AlCl3, and that's going to give me 3 steps. The next thing we do is take 5 grams of silver nitrate. AgNO3. And that's also going to be 3 steps. Now remember, I'm going to the same product from 2 different reactants. That's how limiting reagents work. So if you want to go back to the ham and cheese and mustard question of limiting reagents back in the slideshow, in the original lecture, what we're really doing is saying how many sandwiches can we make from ham, how many sandwiches can we make from mustard, and then whichever one gives me the smallest number, that's going to be my answer. So I want to make sure I'm going to ham sandwiches, if you will. At the end, what we're looking for is silver chloride. So at the very last step then, I want 1 mole of silver chloride, 1 mole silver chloride. And if I go to my handy-dandy periodic table, we see that silver is 107.9, chlorine 35.45. That means I want 143.35 grams here, and 143.35. Oh, excuse me, yeah, 35 grams. 5 grams there. Okay. Now remember, we're starting from 2 different starting points. So this is going to be 1 mole of silver chloride. And this is going to be 1 mole, of aluminum chloride. And this is going to be 1 mole of silver nitrate. Now, in the middle, I want to get rid of that aluminum chloride. That's where this balanced equation is coming in. So this is going to be 1 mole of aluminum chloride. And that's going to make 3 moles of silver chloride. Well, the same 3 moles of silver chloride are going to be made here. But now I'm coming from silver nitrate, so this is also going to be 3 moles of silver nitrate. Okay, so now I just need the molar mass for aluminum chloride. So I'm going to take 35.45 times 3 plus 26. I believe it's 98, but let me pull up a periodic table here on my. And so yeah, 26.98. That's going to give me 133.33 grams for this one. And then we're going to take that silver, 107.9 plus nitrogen plus 14.01. Plus we have 3 oxygens, so that's 1632.48. And that gives us 169.91 grams. Alright, so now I'm going to start with 5 grams of aluminum chloride. Divide that by 133.33 times 3 times 143.35. And if it's just up to aluminum, then it's going to be 16.1 grams of product. Now for silver nitrate, we're going to start with that 5, divide by 169.91 times 3 divided by 3 times 145.35 gives us 4.28 grams. Okay, so now to answer our question, how many grams of silver chloride are produced? We're going to circle the smaller number, and that's going to be our final answer. And now remember, why is that? Because when we get 4.28 grams made, we have run out of silver nitrate, so it can't make any more than that. All right, so that's your entirety of practice set 5, chapter 7.